are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you today?
Good, and you?
I'm excellent. So we've had a few interviews, but we finally get to see each other in the flesh. It's great.
Yeah, terrific.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting into the new album. We were just talking, and there was a mention that you might be coming to Kansas City in April.
Apparently, yes.
Okay, where are you going to come?
I'm not sure where.
Got to get the details from the booker.
Okay, well, and let me
Yeah.
ask you this. Have you been to Kansas City?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's a great town. Yeah, you'll like it.
Yeah, they write songs about it.
Yeah, no, and it's great. I mean,
Doesn't your pianist and artistic director come from there?
No, that was the last one. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good. No, we're just talking and fleshing it out. Yeah, it's a wonderful town. So yeah, I think you're gonna like it. But yeah, let's get into the album. I'm curious about kind of the architect of my blues, the Ray Charles connection, a wonderful lineup. So I'm looking forward to getting into it. Again, thank you for taking a minute out.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. So I think before we get into the album, I want to ask you this. You know, as a prolific live performer and putting new music out into the world, obviously things in America have been very strange for a little bit now, and people are looking to music to be an escape. How much of your creative process right now between the studio and the stage is trying to help people get to that place where they can escape for a little bit and just feel the music?
99.5% of mine, definitely of mine.
Yeah.
I have to feel something. If I don't feel something for a song, I can't really do it.
Yeah.
It gets shelved.
Yeah.
If it's not going to provoke some sort of emotion in me, then I don't have faith in it. It has to move me one way or the other, whether it's to tears. Often it's to tears. Because I'm pretty big on ballads. I just love the romantic ballads.
Absolutely.
But, the feel good, happy stuff too. It's all romance and happiness and feeling good, and usually often it's feeling bad in the beginning and then coming together at the end, and the classic story.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of feeling good, the catalyst for this album was the mighty Ray Charles. Before we get into making this album, take me back to your first experience with hearing and what Ray Charles did for you.
Well, my mother loved Ray Charles. My father loved it too, but my mother was a singer, a jazz singer, and she loved Ray Charles. She loved Sarah Vaughan. She loved Carmen McRae, but we used to listen to Ray Charles all the time. So earliest memories were either learning to sing it or dancing around to it.
Yeah.
So it was just such a big part of my life.
So what ultimately hedged you to make this album, kind of with Ray being the inspiration? How did it happen?
Well, I've done a lot of original songs with Piero and with Jon Cowherd and myself, and we write a lot together. But we got together with some songwriters from Nashville, 5 of them actually, Nicole Atkins and a lot of other people, 4 other people, and Jon Cowherd and myself, and we sat down and we got into a house for a week and we sat down and we wrote songs together. Because I think it's great to actually write songs with other people. It's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
And we went to Nashville and we stayed there for the week and had coffee and dinners and breakfasts and lunches and wrote songs.
So the album has a wonderful lineup. I mean, you got Michael Dease, you got Joel Frahm, Bob Sheppard, Steve Cardenas, who has Kansas City connections.
Ronnie Foster.
Yeah. I mean, how did you assemble all these people?
Well, I've known them for quite a few years. We've worked together on a variety of albums before. We worked together on Rhythm in New York. We worked together on Blue. We worked together in a few different albums. So we kind of know each other from a while back. And they're such great players and they're so much fun to work with. So, the album Let Me See Your Heart as well. And there's just such great fun to work with, and they're great players. And we're kind of like family in a
Yeah.
way.
So when you get that level of talent in a room and you're making an album, is it seamless? Does everybody just fall into a fold and you're just in that moment and you're honed in?
Um, it can have its ups and downs. In the end, we're honed in because, but it can have its ups and downs. People have been known to have little hissy fits
Okay.
over certain bits.
So how did you finally
Often I'm like, I'll record it and then they'll record it and I'll be in another room and I'll see people going,
So how did you ultimately land on all of the songs that are on this project? I'm sure there was a lot of creativity going on, but how did you ultimately land on these tunes?
Well, we had a few more. We had like 11 and we shelved a few
Yeah.
because we tried them, they didn't work.
Yeah.
So we picked the favorites and we decided that we liked those. Everyone decided, myself, Jon Cowherd, and the musicians that played on it, and the writers that I wrote with, we all decided that those were the ones that we liked. So that's how it happened.
So what are you hoping the listener gets from this album?
Uh, I hope that they get a sense of feeling good about the world today because, there's some tough times at the moment. And so I just want people to, feel good and feel better and feel hope and enjoy just listening to it. And, if they want to dance around to it, that too.
So we're in a new year. We mentioned it already that you're coming to Kansas City in April. What else is going on to promote it? Who's going to be traveling with you? Exactly what are you going to present? How is that all going to unfold as the year starts going?
Well, we did promote it. We promoted it at the end of last year in Greece and Italy and France. So we will be promoting it this year as well. It came out on the 14th of November.
Yeah.
So we're going to Kansas. We're going we're going to Australia. We're going to Melbourne, my hometown,
Yeah.
which I haven't been to for years. The jazz festival there, so promote it there. Where else are we going? Colonel,
Spain, Portugal,
Spain and Portugal. So
Okay.
Italy in June, 3 festivals.
what about
Italy.
USA? Anywhere else?
New York in
Okay.
November, different ones,
Right. So we often promote, I'll do songs from my Happy People album and, songs from some of the other albums, but we'll focus on this album for this promotion.
The one thing we've discussed several times before too is, COVID's in the rearview mirror, but it was such a big shapeshifter for so much that was going on in the world. And especially in the music world, there was this thought that a lot of players may not go to schools and may not, get into the world of jazz. But now touring, being out in the world, making music, how strong is this jazz community in 2026?
I think it's pretty strong now. I think probably because of, when you get locked up, you just can't wait to get out, can you?
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, we're out. We can play together. We actually did record an album during COVID. We all had to wear masks, and we were all in separate rooms, and it was all distant. We were trying to keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep working with the musicians. It was really difficult. I feel a lot of musicians actually were stuck in their one bedroom apartment for months and months on end.
Yeah.
They had people who were sick, or they got sick, or they knew people who were sick, and they got too scared to go out. So it was terrible. It was really scary, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, and now that live music is happening, Samara Joy was actually in Kansas City in November, and I've noticed just a lot of the shows that I've gone to, there's a vigor in the crowd. There's an appreciation, a gratefulness for the fact that performers are giving us this music again. Do you feel that from the crowd?
Yes, definitely, definitely. Especially in places like Italy, where Italians are, Marlon Brando was Italian. They're all very sort of, they gesture a lot, and they just getting up and dancing and singing and having a great old time. It's great,
But the Europeans have a different appreciation for jazz. I mean,
right?
It doesn't take away from the way that Americans feel, but it's it's kind of like in Japan. I always hear that there's this adulation that's different when you go to other parts of the world. Is that the way it is in Italy and Europe?
Well, I've noticed in Italy they do play a lot of jazz over the radio or over the whatever you call it these days, over live.
Yeah.
And here it's a lot of pop and rap and stuff like that, but jazz is pretty big there.
Yeah. So Architect of My Blues is your latest album, came out in November. If anybody wants to get a copy, I know it's streaming everywhere, but in this world of backing up the musicians and getting it in a way that will benefit you, is Bandcamp the best place? Where's the best place to go?
Yes, Bandcamp.
Okay. And then as far as catching you live on this upcoming tour and coming to Kansas City, which we're all going to be ecstatic about, and beyond, how do people find out about getting tickets and keeping up with your itinerary?
AndyJamesJazz.com.
Okay, excellent. Well, I will put all those links on the show notes. It's so great to catch up with you. I think this is our third time, so we get to see each other.
Great to see you again.
It's so wonderful. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you in Kansas City. I'll check in on the website, and I will definitely be there. So,
oh, terrific.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Neon Jazz.